Hi everyone, my name is Rachel, and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is where I make scrapbooking process videos and also do live scrap and chats every month. I hope you enjoy my little corner of the big crafty world, and if you'd like to watch more, please subscribe to my channel and click on the notification bell to always know when I have a new video. If you could also give me a thumbs up, that would be super awesome. Alright everyone, let's start scrapping!
Hey everyone, so today I have a layout where I am working on a white piece of cardstock and I have 3 photos. Now, 2 of those photos are represented by those red rectangles. The reason being is one is a tweet with my nephew's full name along with another person who won the same scholarship he did, and then the other one is a screenshot of a Facebook post from the university, basically with the same information. So I did not want to put that on YouTube. It just is too much personal information. So I am using Heidi Swapp Old School, even though some of what I'm using has a pink tone to it for my nephew. It doesn't bother me because the overall vibe of this collection is really kind of vintage 80s, and my nephew is very much an enjoyer of that style of like Vans wearing, Queen listening, that kind of vibe. So this line makes total sense to me to use for layouts about him. So the picture you see is a screenshot of the Zoom. Normally they'd have a big breakfast for this scholarship, because it's a scholarship, and then it's an awards for one is for an associate professor who does it's if I go into it, it's just too much information about actual people, so I'll just say it was kind of a big deal. Unfortunately, due to COVID, instead of a breakfast, they had an award ceremony. They had a Zoom award ceremony. But he got a scholarship, and that's actually the only part that matters. Because he's like, I'm upset I'm missing the breakfast. I'm like, yeah, but would you rather have the breakfast or the money? And he's like, oh, the money. So I'm starting off this layout by using my new mica mists from Tim Holtz. He's releasing them in kind of holiday collections. The first 2 were for Halloween. One was yellow, orange, and gray. That's the one I bought. And then also purple, green, and I cannot for the life of me think of what the third color is. Michelle at my little scrapbook store, I believe, has them waitlisted, but I know she doesn't have a problem getting more Tim Holtz stuff in. So I actually have the purple, green, and whatever the third color is on waitlist. So when it comes in, I'll get it. And then he also has a Christmas version, and the colors are gorgeous. And so I cannot wait to get that when she gets it in. All right, so I trimmed down that multicolor, what looked like it could have been lightning paper, but because I've already chosen that mustard colored lightning paper, I didn't want to create 2 sections of quote unquote lightning. So I just trimmed off so it looks like a very thick diagonal stripe. And then I decided I wanted a torn look on the lightning paper, so I just used my trimmer to just like tear it against there. It gives a really nice straight edge, and there's enough weight to it that I didn't have to worry about it sliding. Now, I had trimmed out that Life is Good tag from the cut apart sheet, and I just thought, well, when you are given free money, life is good. So that actually really worked quite well with this layout. And I'm waiting for my paper to dry. I'm like, I really should have just taken out my heat tool, but I was on a Zoom with friends when I was doing this, and I didn't want to mute, not hear what they were saying, and have to run my little heat tool. So I go ahead and trim off the piece of that stripe paper that was hanging off. I keep getting kind of pulled because I just grabbed a scrap of paper, and this dark red happened to be what was the first thing I grabbed. And I really should have grabbed white paper because it was kind of like, why aren't I using more red? And like, because there isn't going to actually be any red other than that little tiny triangle over on the left-hand side in this layout. Those cards are going to be replaced with photos. So I had to kind of like train my brain to remember that. So I'm debating on the title right now in my head. That's why I picked up and showed my friends. I wanted to do some sort of pun on like Zoom scholarship, or, you know, like where you make up a new word, but I couldn't find anything where you look at it and know immediately what the heck I'm talking about. And so if you don't do that, I can't justify using that type of thing. So I do find that little film strip die cut. It's actually a tag, like it comes listed as a tag, and it comes with nylon thread, which I did go ahead and thread through. I don't own a lot of thread. I don't use a lot of thread, but this came with thread, and I'm like, well, since it's already in the package, I might as well go ahead and use it. So basically, I'm using the quilted, so this is a quilter's self-healing mat. So I'm using that big square, which is a 12 by 12, to build my layout on while my background sheet is drying. So I go ahead and I'm poking through all of the embellishments I still have for this. I decided I wasn't going to use any of the charms. None of them made sense with this layout. I think I have like a lightning bolt and a lock, and I don't remember what the other two are, but I'm going through the rest of the actual die cuts now, which is a mix of cardstock, silver holographic, and then vellum. So I pull out that holographic shine on, once again, just working with the idea of, you know, woohoo, this is great. Who doesn't love free money? And then I pull out that little tag. Oh, sugar. I want to say it says like here and now or today, or I don't remember. And then I pull out, in the die cut pack, there are all these numbers. So I pull out that 2 and the 0. I then found another 2 that I liked better because this was 2020. So it made sense to me to add that. So I could remember what year he won this award or scholarship. Well, it's both. It's actually both. So I'm looking on one side of this 6x12, there are matte stickers, and then on the other side, there are label stickers, and I always forget that. And if I had not already glued down that film strip, I would have used one of the label stickers, because I actually really like them because they're super matte. So it's really easy to write on. And, but I had already glued that down, and I wasn't going to try to rip it up, and gosh forbid I end up ripping the background paper, because that would be just my luck. So now that I've got my background is dry enough, I go ahead and glue the entire piece to my background, and then I'm going ahead and adding all the pieces that I had just laid on top, the numbers, the little tag, the shine on, and I made sure those 2 red pieces of paper, I added a tiny little bit of glue, but not really enough to like, it won't bother me. I do, from that 6x12 sticker sheet, pull out the word rad, and oh my goodness, I did not notice that 0 is very crooked, or at least I have not noticed it yet. I'm going to have to go and look and see if that bothers me in real life as much as it bothers me on this screen, because holy heck, does it bother me on this screen. So I went and got some alphas. I'm going to do a 2 alpha layout title. I'm going to use these bigger ones, and this is from a Pebbles line from a couple years ago. They are craft with a white polka dot, and then underneath is a light pink. And then I chose the Paige Evans mini thickers in kind of a rose gold color, and I had to spell the word scholarship backwards, and oh holy heck, was that a trial. Not a word I spell all that often, and then spelling it backwards, I was like, oi, I don't know if this is correct, until I got the whole word out. I'm like, oh yeah, that looks right. So I'm going to go ahead and get my journaling on. It's funny, for those of you who don't know, I recently moved, and when I was packing, I found this pack, like an entire pack of 5 or 7 of these Project Life precision pens, like that I'd never used, and I must have gotten them on sale, because they're not my usual pen to buy, so there must have been a coupon or a sale for me to have bought them. But now I have like a whole bunch of them, so you'll probably see me using these more than I used to, because my usual pen, like black pen, is a little Sharpie mini pen, but it actually writes pretty well, so we'll see. All right, I am actually almost done with this layout. I just want to say thank you guys so much for joining me here. If you could flick me a thumbs up, that would be super awesome. And so the last thing I'm doing is I'm adding 3 sets of enamel dots, one in that mustard yellow, one in kind of a pinkish color, and then the third is medium blue. I was trying to figure out which of those blues on that sheet would work the best, and the one I picked was the one I decided on. All right, everyone, I'm just taking one last look, seeing if I want to add anything else, but I don't think I do. I'm just kind of, thinking about it, but no, that is going to complete my layout. All right, everyone, I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye!